In part 2 of this one-part series, we watched Candace Owens prefer anecdotal data over a genuinely scientific statistical assessment of the safety, effectiveness, and reliability of IUDs, the birth control device. Somehow, anecdotes align better with the feelings Candace gets from the Holy Spirit.
I don't care about your feelings.
In this video, we're going to watch Candace go right over the edge into the literal land of the ignoramus. You're going to love this one. Candace?
And regarding a common sense, to that exact same effect, my husband showed me a clip of Andrew Tate. I know a lot of people feel that they don't understand why he has the platform that he has, but I found this clip to be extremely interesting. Take a listen.
Okay, first of all, you're going to want to buckle up for this one. And if you're bothered by men's nipples, you might want to look away and just listen to the audio. Apparently, Andrew Tate has not yet learned about clothing for the upper body.
One of my habits now is ignoring all data. It's great. I love when people come to me and say, actually, we've got the data to prove what, you little
Well, he's quite the charmer, isn't he? There's more of that, but let me take a moment to say that this is what Candace and her right-wing Christian nationalist MAGA buddies want. They want us to ignore all the data. There's actually a word for that, for what that would make you. An ignoramus.
What are you going to prove to me? I can prove to you that the ice caps are melting. There's ice in my water right now. I'm going to leave the water unattended until the ice melts. Will the water overflow out of the cup? No.
We need to replace the epithet bird brain, denoting a person who's not very smart, with the epithet Tate brain, because even ravens and crows understand the principle of water displacement, which is what scientists are referring to when they talk about sea level rise. They're not talking about ice that's already in the sea, but rather ice that's on the land, melting, causing sea levels to rise. Roll the clip. This is what the religious right wants for us. They want us all to have Tate brain. It's why they hate science and want to do away with things like the Department of Education. If there's no one with actual expertise in a given field, then they can be the experts and get more people to follow them and maybe get them to buy some merch or a sponsor's product. Thank you, but no. I'll stick with the crows. Although, admittedly, crows are indeed lacking the spectacular nipplage we're all forced to confront in this video.
The data's from the Matrix, and you are the Matrix, and the Matrix is full of lies. Anyone who actually analyzes the data nowadays proves they're a dumbass.
Excuse me, the term for that now is Tate brain, not dumbass. So they all have Tate brain. That's the way you'd say that now.
If you even look at data nowadays, you're a dumbass. You should just know. Street smart people don't need data. We've just been around. You know? I've just been around. I just know things because I've just been around.
There are ways of telling whether she is a witch. Tell me, what do you do with witches? And what do you burn apart from witches?
More witches!
Good. So, why do witches burn? Because they're made of wood. Good.
You see, they just knew things about witches because they'd been around. This is how humans used to do things before the scientific revolution. This is the way of thinking which brought us the Dark Ages. We've been around. So we can just assume that our anecdotal experiences, often codified in a holy book, impart genuine knowledge, right? Of course, that whole diatribe is severely undermined when a grown man with spectacular nipples doesn't know something even crows and ravens know. Hashtag tatebrain.
Honestly, that is so relatable to me. I can't even explain it. I just know things because I've been around, because there are so many scenarios that I find myself in where I'm unable to articulate the point. I'm unable to articulate the natural reaction that I have when somebody tries to sell me garbage. I can't articulate it when somebody explains to me, well, the moon landings definitely happened because this, and the firmament, and they could get, and I'm just like, no, I don't know. Instinctually, it just doesn't register to me. It just feels like that is a lie.
So the moon landing sounds like a lie, but a perfectly all-loving God creating evil and suffering sounds legit? That perfectly loving God committing and ordering genocide makes sense to you? A perfectly loving God who uses bear assassins to kill a bunch of children has the ring of truth? You keep using that word cult, but I do not think it means what you think it means. Oh, how I'd love for these people to truly leave the cult of science. Stop filling up the waiting rooms of doctors' offices. Stop filling our roads and highways with your various automobiles. Candace, stop using that camera and microphone to broadcast your call to ignorance. Can't you see how deeply committed you still are to this pagan faith? Do you not recognize all of these things as the idols of the science cult you say you've left? Please, Candace, return to the Dark Ages for real, you and your entire clan. Go live together somewhere in a world without vaccines and antibiotics, where transportation is limited to walking or getting on the back of a horse, where long-distance communications require pen and ink. Go live without air conditioning and where your indoor heater fills the room with toxic chemicals. Candace hasn't left anything. She's merely suffering from Tate brain and the desperate need to appeal to her demo.
It's summer, and like many of you, I intend to spend more time with my family, getting outside, traveling, letting go of some of the routine. But one routine that I will never let go of is my prayer routine. I'll be continuing my daily habit of prayer with Hallow, the #1 prayer app in the world.
Ah, there's the grift. Or did her special Holy Spirit spidey sense not go off, warning her when things just don't make sense? Let's not pretend that she cares. She's hawking the #1 prayer app in the world, the ultimate in vaporware. Or does she have an anecdote showing us that God really did help someone find their keys with Hallow, while kids all over the world were starving to death? Once again, I'm me. Thanks for watching. Hey gang, thanks again for watching. Last month I got an email from YouTube saying that I have not been living up to the terms of service I agreed to when starting this channel. Apparently, I don't tell you folks to hit or mash the like button enough when you like a video.
Whack it hard, whack the like button.
Or to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can be alerted when I release new content. They say I'm really bad at the whole subscribe thing, pointing to all kinds of YouTubers who've been working in the same space for far less time who have way more subscribers. They say Alex O'Connor was only 5 years old when I wrote the very first Mr. Deedy episode. Drew from Genetically Modified Skeptic was still in diapers. I don't know if that's true, but it certainly sounds true, right? It feels true to me. They're so young. Apparently, YouTube made me one of those 100,000 subscriber plaques way back in 2008 based on the trending analytics at the time, and they still have it sitting around at the home office. So if you can help them with that, I suspect they'll make sure that more people see these videos, which is the point of the liking and the subscribing, and that Commenting too, I guess. That apparently helps with the almighty algorithm section. Such a great band. For those of you who can afford to do a little more, and you know who you are, head on over to my Patreon to support these videos with your hard-earned cash money. You'll get blessings, indulgences, and multiple chances to make a first impression. You'll also get these videos up to a month early and uncensored. Just imagine how much more enjoyable these videos would be if I could say something like, oh, I don't know, you mothers until they're take it anymore, you're assholes. To everyone else who's already helped out, especially my beloved patrons, thank you, 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 and I'll see you again real soon.